Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about self-care and why it's so important because I feel like our society has definitely shifted it to where these necessities, like we need food, we need hygiene, we need movement, we need all of that, we need a second. It's become like a luxury, and I feel like a lot of these creators promote toxic behavior and having a toxic relationship with your body where you're like, oh, I can't eat until I do this. I can't do this until I do this. I can't do this until I do. No, your body needs fuel. Your body needs movement. You need those moments. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It just really makes me upset and sad that I see a lot of people, my friends included, strangers included, random people on the internet included, where they're like, oh, well, I can't eat because I did this. I can't eat because I had this. Or, oh, I can't do that. Your body needs that fuel. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you disrespecting yourself and changing it so that you need to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you disrespecting your own body like that? Everybody says your body is a temple. Yes, it is a temple. Okay? So you're gonna clean it regularly. You're gonna eat regularly. You're gonna move around regularly. Take care of what's yours, okay? Because, yeah, a face mask is nice. A face mask is wonderful. But real self-care is just making sure that you are maintained mentally, physically, in all of those categories. What gets brought up? It's not, oh, well, she doesn't use retinol. It's not about that. It's never been about that. And it's become like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not self-care. Those are luxuries. Those are luxuries. You don't need those things. And a lot of people put like skincare over food because I want to have 0 calories. Your body needs calories, okay? Your body needs sugar. Your body needs glucose. Your body needs all these things. And how it's presented to us now is really horrible. I grew up being told randomly that I needed to diet. My mom told me when I was younger that sugar and gluten and all of that stuff made me act crazy, so I would have pumpkin puree with a little bit of salt or pepper because she also believed that sodium would attribute to me being a bad kid. You know what I'm saying? And that really shaped who I am. That really changed me in the long run. And I don't know whether it's good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Because yes, now I know that those things are wrong. But for a really long time, I didn't. I thought that I needed to be on diets all the time. I thought I needed this. I thought I needed that. You don't need those things. What you need is to have the right amount of calories for your body. And that's not a diet. It's a fucking lifestyle. It's a life that you should be living. You should make sure you have enough protein. You should make sure you have enough calories. You know what I'm saying? And cutting back on those can really hurt your body. You know what I'm saying? If you want to maintain a certain weight, go to a doctor. Don't go to a random influencer on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. Don't come to me, okay? Seriously. I can help you a little bit. I can help you figure out what to eat. I can help you figure out how to get there. But I cannot make the number for you. And whoever random influencer, they don't have your body. They don't have your genetics. They don't have your mindset. So maybe something that works for you will not work for them. Something that works for them isn't going to work for you. And honestly, I'm one of those people that's like, okay, I'm going to follow this workout video. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to follow that. Those are supplemental to the things that I do for myself, okay? But you should not be focusing on an entire other person's lifestyle to change yourself. That's not okay. That's not healthy. It is not safe. Mentally or physically, it is not safe to imagine yourself as a completely different person. Because guess what? Even if you do work out exactly like they do, even if you do all the things that they do, you're probably not going to get the exact same outcome. And you're still going to have body dysmorphia. Even when the weight's gone, you're still going to have dysmorphia. I know. When you gain more weight, the body dysmorphia is still going to be there. I know. Because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. And, you know, I've followed so many YouTube videos, so many things, literally starved myself, and eventually I figured out that the best way for me personally, was just maintaining who I already was. It wasn't trying to change things. It wasn't trying to do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you're just sitting there eating snacks all day, I won't condone that, but that's your choice. You know what I mean? Maintain a lifestyle that you can live, not somebody else's. Don't start living somebody else's life. I feel like that shouldn't even have to be said, but it's become more and more obvious that a lot of these people become completely absorbed in creators, and I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. Obviously, I completely support these creators, make your bag, get your views, do whatever, but a lot of them don't actually do the research, and you can see it through their PDFs and all that it's just ChatGPT, and people are making you pay hundreds of dollars for advice you can get from your doctor. That you should be getting from your doctor, not some random white lady on the internet, okay? That we really need to change that. We really need, some kind of change. I honestly think that there's so many things in society that we really do need to change, and a lot of people think, oh, you're trying to be old-fashioned, oh, you're trying to do this. No, I'm trying to make sure we evolve so that our future generations don't have the same toxic mindsets that we have with ourselves, with our body, so that we don't project them onto those generations. So we don't project them on our own generations, so that the generations before us can see that we are, in fact, doing better. Because all we're doing when we follow all of these people is different. Oh, this and oh, that. Oh, well, she does this, so I need to do it. All we're doing is proving the point that we cannot figure ourselves out. And, it may sound pretty hypocritical that you had to come to a video to figure that out, but a lot of people weren't taught that growing up. A lot of people were, in fact, taught the same 2000s mindset of don't eat, be skinny, and then randomly it turned into, oh, well, now you need this, now you need that, and then it turned into, oh, well, now you need a fat ass. Guess what? Society's always gonna change. Guess what? My nose right here, looks the exact same as Joan Crawford's from the side. But the amount of times that I've been told from people in this generation that I have an ugly nose, I have a big nose, I have that, and it's genuinely stuck with me. But it's not about them. It's never been about them. You know what I'm saying? It's never been about the past generations. It's simply being able to look at yourself, being able to say, I am comfortable with myself. And all of these creators saying, oh, well, you need to do this, you need to get in the gym, you need to do that. They're telling you not to be comfortable with yourself and that you need to change. And that's not okay. That is not okay. That is not okay for somebody to sit there and say, you should not be comfortable with yourself. You should not be comfortable with your appearance. You need to look like me. If I sat up here and did that, even though it seems, oh, they're saying it pretty indirectly. And if you really read into what they're saying, it's not all that. You really need a workout plan? Go to YouTube, type in 30-day workout challenge. You'll find a workout. You don't need to be paying all this money. You need to figure out how to diet, figure out what weight you are. That's pretty much all you need. Figure out your BMI. Figure out how tall you are and what'll work for you. Consulting a dietitian can really work, but honestly, you don't even need to go to a specific nutritionist or dietitian for all that. A doctor does pretty much the same thing, as long as you are asking questions like, hey, so how tall am I? How many calories do I need to eat for my weight? How much protein do I need to eat for my weight? How much water do I need to drink for my weight? Not for somebody else's. Or say, hey, my goal is to get down to this many pounds. What is a healthy way I can get to that? Not starving yourself. What is a healthy way, a healthy amount of calories, a healthy amount of protein that I can eat to get to my goal? God, 6, 7. Sorry. Fuck! I didn't even mean to do that. I'm so sorry, guys. Fucking jump scare. But, I don't know. I feel like on this channel, I would like it to be more relatable and realistic for actual human beings. And I don't know, a lot of these women they put themselves on a pretty high pedestal, you know what I'm saying? And they say, oh, I'm better than this, oh, I'm better than that. Even since deleting TikTok and even scrolling on shorts for a second, I keep seeing people sitting there literally in 3-minute videos talking about how they're better than people because of certain things. That really bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are who you are. You're not better than anybody. Nobody's better than you. We're all humans with flaws and imperfections, and anybody who tries to tell you otherwise is a fucking liar. Even if it's a priest, fucking liar. You gotta get that through your head. You will never be perfect. You will never be perfect. You will never be perfect. And that is okay. Nobody should expect you to be. And those people who expect you to be, they are not perfect. They are not perfect in any way. Because anybody who's sitting there saying, you need to change yourself, you need to do this, that isn't self-care. That isn't self-care. Just because you wash your face 2 times a day and you eat 1 meal, that's not self-care. Just because you think, oh, well, I'm getting... No. Your body's not getting the fuel it needs. Your mind isn't getting the fuel it needs. Did you know that your body needs fat in order to think? You know that you need to eat these things in order to use your brain. And that is not just me saying here with an opinion. That is actual scientific fact. Please look it up. Please look it up. If you would, I will happily put a cited source on the screen as well as a link on the bottom of my video for cited sources. Government.org websites. When you are looking through these things, something that I learned very early on, don't go to the .com websites, they're bullshit. Don't go to the .com websites, go to cited sources, okay? Because once you get on that, like, the fuck even is the thing? What even is it called? Fuck, you get what I'm saying? It's like the one thing where they, like, have a bunch of, like, which Harry Potter thing am I? Brain? Hello? I always forget words, okay? And that's probably because I haven't been eating enough, and I can fully say that. I can accept that. I understand I have not been eating enough, and that's not okay. I really should be eating enough. But I'm not perfect. I should be taking care of myself better, and I know that. But it's not like I need to take care of myself more, like I need to do another face mask. I need to go put on a hair mask. I need to just mellow out, because sometimes, you know, you do need that. But the first things you should be focusing on is just like brushing your teeth. The simple things. Brush your teeth, wash your pits, eat 3 meals at least a day. You should be eating at least 5, actually. Snacks in between. It's recommended by, like, most doctors. And
I just want to come on here and say something specific because I feel like a lot of people have this problem. I have this problem definitely where I feel like I can't go to sleep until I clean. You need to realize everything will be okay in the morning. If it's not a necessity that needs to be done right then, it doesn't need to be done right then. You need sleep, okay? You don't need to do all that. Just take care of yourself, and whoever judges you, fuck them. Fuck them. Hell no. And I know what some of you were thinking, okay, don't really fuck them, but like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, we just need to be better. Not perfect, but better. Not for other people, but for ourselves. And I would really like to instill that into the mindsets of my followers and my subscribers, because we are getting to a point where we all look the same. We all do this, we all do that. And I've definitely fallen into those trends. So I won't sit here and be hypocritical and say you're wrong for doing that. It's a very human thing to do. It's a very human thing to see someone who you want to be and be jealous of them and want to look like them. It comes with the territory. But the first step of working yourself out of that mindset is taking care of yourself, so that eventually you can see that you deserve it. You deserve it just as much as anyone else. You deserve it just as much as that girl with 3 million subscribers. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's a relatively short video, but honestly, I haven't been feeling the best, and I'm trying to curate as much content as I can for you guys. However, there comes a line where I need to put myself first, and I'm asking you guys to do that as well. So, hope you have a good night, day, afternoon, wherever you're at. Bye.